What we got? What we got? What we got?
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Let's go, D.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle.
That's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 12.
Here we go. Mike. Check 55. Mike. Hey.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. He finds Coleman. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
Watch the slant.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Javon Hargrave there on the stop. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Kill. 47, 26.
On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Oh, a design run for their wideout. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. That's complete. It's Bell. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that.
Here's Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 32-yard line. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They'll try again with Bell. And maybe shades of the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Right there in the middle, 55. Wild Bill. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Oh, no doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On 1st down, it's Samuels. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, come on now. Let's go. Go. These 2. It's out time. 57's a mark.
Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
Stephen Gostkowski on for the field goal of 39.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad?
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Javon Hargrave coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. They've been brilliant, perfect on fourth down so far. 3 for 3, and they're going to try again here. They'll try and throw for it here. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Henry Anderson, and the Jets are going to get the football back. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
And I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling me.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. They go play action with Roethlisberger. Now he'll let it go deep left side. It's caught at the 10. It's a gain of 35. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
Yeah, he's got it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. From the 2 now. 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Connor. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner taking it in. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Another try after the first down sack. Prescott, he was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And that'll make it third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw is Prescott. Caught here by Bell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down. Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott caught by Montgomery. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
He's checking. Crash.
Prescott from the gun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. The Jets on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 14. Prescott. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line. Check.
4th down. Prescott. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. So here now is Prescott as his guys will go for the 2-point conversion. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
No spacing. Check, Mike 57, Mike 57. Watch. It's just me and you. 57's Mike.
They'll keep it on the ground. Wakefield. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Jordan Jenkins with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Go, go! 57, come on. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
4th down. Here's Roethlisberger. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got it at the 15. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. A quick throw complete to Washington. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Wakefield. And they'll go backwards here. Losing yardage to the 14. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Looking to throw. Prescott powering forward. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And again, it's Prescott. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Prescott to throw on 4th. It's caught by Coleman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To the air again, Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Turner. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Kill.
Prescott yet again. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. This is Coleman with the ground. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Prescott to throw it. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. T.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.